This is my grandfather's '06 Grand Touring Miata automatic transmission, unfortunately. And we're changing out the thermostat on it and doing the serpentine belt. I got to research how to do the serpentine belt. When I was in there, the guy said there was no part number for the idler pulley. And I've done maybe one or two of these a long time ago, like 20 years ago. I don't mess with serpentine belts, or I don't come into contact with them. So I have not removed the strut tower brace as the forum had suggested. I removed the wiring harness clip connector from here, unscrewed a screw here to get rid of the clamp on this, unscrewed a screw off the throttle body to get the clamp off, moved it over here after I took out this little clip that was in the top of here, I believe, so that I could twist it out of the way. The PCV valve, positive crankcase ventilation, removed just by squeezing. I was trying to remove these as well, but they wouldn't come off, so I just said forget it. I was trying to leave the throttle body on, but that was proving to be difficult, so I pulled the clamps off. Plus, my grandfather wanted to clean the throttle body anyway because it was kind of dirty, and probably clean this here too. This is kind of a little cruddy in there too. It'd be a lot easier to clean with it being disconnected. So there was two hoses. This hose here and clamp went into one part of it. You know, send, return, don't know which one's which, doesn't matter. And I've removed one screw. You can see it down in there. The hole for the top of the thermostat. And then there's another one on the other side over here, and then one underneath it. There's three of them. And I just removed one of the hoses. I may remove the other hose to try to gain access to them. They are way back there, and they don't require any RTV or anything, just has a gasket. And pause it. O'Reilly's had two different part numbers, and made in Israel, huh? And this was the part number. It went from like, what was it? I think it was March. I don't recall. But somewhere in 05, from one date, like I think it was March 18th up to 05, and then everything after March 18th, 05 took this one. This car was made in February of 07. So it's clearly past that date. And then this is the way it is on the car. We just saw this one here. It was missing the screw, and then the other two are on the other side, so it'll connect in there. We think that this is partially open, partially closed, and that's the reason why we're getting a P0126 code. The check engine light comes on, and that's the code. It took forever for this thing to warm up. I watched the live data on the diagnostic reader that I have, and it's a cheap part, and 99 times out of 100 everybody on the forum say it's this part and not the temperature sensor. And the temperature sensor on this car is, I will show. We are on the passenger side right now of the engine, and it is in the back. And I don't think I can change this to where I can get it. If I can zoom in here. I need some light. Oh, there it is right there. You can barely see it. So it's, yep, right there. You can almost see that. And I had it a little bit ago. See that gray clip? Yeah, that's where it's at. I'm going to try pause. Oh, there you see it. I'll try pausing it and illuminating it. Grandfather has a flashlight, luckily. So that little wire connector right there with the red and yellow Looks like it may have black stripes on it. I don't know if that's dirt or not. But that's where it's at, I think, is the temperature control sensor. And that's a pain in the butt to get to. People said that if you grab the housing and it turns, then yours is likely bad. So if this doesn't end up fixing the code or preventing it from ever coming back, then this would probably be the other issue. It should also probably trigger a P0128 code, and he has not been receiving that, so that's another reason why we didn't bother messing with this. We just are going to do the thermostat, since we're already here, do the serpentine belt. Serpentine. Somebody else said serpentine not too long ago. Serpentine belt. And that's about it. So hopefully it'll be done in another couple hours. Still waiting for it to drain.